All right, this is the beginning of the world tour. Welcome everybody. Day 2,999. Transitions to 3,000. There it is. Day 3,000 chat. Pog, you were here in the chat. Pog, you were here. So, this is the world tour. Let me make a marker of that. And what we're gonna do is show off everything we've done so far. So let's get a good view of this map. It's gonna be changing. Next time we do a world tour, this map's gonna be very different. This is our island currently. We've yeeted all these islands. You've probably heard the song about yeeting this one. And we're going to be flattening this one. So far on the island, we have the temporary base right here, which is in the middle of being torn down. We have the mob grinder farm. We have the sugarcane farm. We have the drowned farm. The storage system is underground over here. We have the TNT farms, or the tree farms up here, the concrete converter, and the villager trading hall. So we'll go look at all those in a second. First, let's get a glimpse of this room on its way out. Let's take a look at this room on the way out. This is where we had our first wall of chests. It was all completely full, but it's in the middle of being sent to the new storage room. So items are flowing through the hoppers. Right now it looks to be netherrack that's making its way out. We got barrels full of junk. We got the brand new 117 items with deep slates in there. We got all these rooms full to the, being emptied. They were full to the brim with digging supplies. This one too. This one too. And number 3. All will be emptied and moved to the new room. We got our bee homies in here. Oh, they need harvested. Chat, remind me to do that after the tour. Remember to remind me to do that. This and the floors got all of our player heads and mini blocks. Who we got player head wise? We got me, Colonel Cam, Magic, and Football. Football's redeemed it. So this is the island that it lived in with the god tier door. And we got chunk loaders along the hopper line that goes to the new storage system. So we'll just follow this. There's our main nether portal, the last standing building of this village. We'll be going through there in a minute. But this is where the items are going to, and here is our temporary entrance. I thought it was that hole. Here it is. It'll have a more amazing building around it in the future, I assume. All right. So this room, very, very nearly finished. Functionally, it's all there. Every chest is labeled, so if we got, this is red nether bricks, it means that this chest and this chest is for red nether bricks. This one's normal nether bricks, it means this one and this one are for normal nether bricks. And so on, but for every single stackable item in the game, it's gonna be amazing. Like, here's TNT and clay. And some 117 blocks are everywhere too. This is what the walls are gonna look like, and something along these lines for the walls of this room using the new deep slates. And we even got some of all the deep slates variants. We'll actually be going mining for more deep slate here in a little bit after the tour is over. But every single item, we have it. Some of them we have multiple filters for. But let's go up above and look at the redstone of this. So up here, we have 1,600 item filters. Each one has a boatload of barrels underneath it. So these are like our big ticket items. Like this is where stone, deep slate, granite, all that stuff. These are in these really tall ones. And then everything else that's a little bit more obscure is in these shorter ones. There's over 30,000 barrels, over 40,000 hoppers in here. And it's gonna be pretty amazing.
How many bits am I down?
What's up, Plaz? How many bits? I don't know what you're talking about right now. But we got to get on out of here. So we fly on out of here. We got our copper fields. You can see the chunk loaders that keep the storage system loaded. This up here is our drown farm. So drowns spawn in the water at night. They float down and get attracted to this egg, and then they'll come and fall down here. We have, thank you for the biddies blast. We have, you know, some drown heads, some tridents here. We built it for the tridents. The drown heads are, the tridents and the nautilus shells are amazing from this. And over here is our very simple and temporary sugarcane farm. It's just a big old field that literally has nothing growing right now. That's great. That's exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. So we can see here we started flattening this island. We started taking all the sand off. That's going to be done to this whole island one day. So over here is our very first mob grinder. There's not much to it. I do have an awesome plan to decorate it in the future once the island is ready for such god tier builds. But we stand here and mobs should fall down. And you can looting 3 hit them. Just like that. And all the items go down into here. And whoa, chat, we need to empty these and put this stuff in the storage room. I didn't really account for that. You can see these islands here that used to exist and they're flat now. They used to exist, but they're flat. Over here is the marble monument. Every day we play marbles on stream. Ooh, Plaz doing 1,000 bits right now. This is the marble monument. And when I win, we gotta do a netherite block. When Colonelbot wins, we do a beacon. Most recent block was Abdrenex. Okay. Alright, let's show off the Yeeton Island while this is playing, actually. We'll come back to that building in a second. There's the turtle farm down there. So this project here, Yeeton all these islands, we made a whole banger out of it. Exclamation mark banger. UA made it. This was a lot of work. It's a lot of work doing all these islands, flattening them. That one and that one too. But that one we just flew over was the big one, the big important one. The melon. Melon is lore. So this is our villager trading hall. God's placed this TNT here, I believe, over my button. All right, let's turn this down a tad. So then in here, we got decorations from all the villagers. We got Zopa, our receptionist, kamikaze receptionist, I should say. And then we have a floor with 36 of every villager. So this one's got all the iron trades. This one's got all the librarians, each with every book. This one's got the redstone.
6k bits and I was typing my password in to buy 7k, but I didn't.
Okay. All right. Biddies during the world tour, huh? All right, let's see. Get the normal music back on. Yeah, then we got all the villagers up here, but at the very top we have the trophy room. Up here you can redeem to get in here. We got all the homies. And it gets 1,000 points more expensive with every redemption. So getting in here once there's a lot of people is going to be really expensive. On this wall is we got the top cheers for every week, but we've switched it to monthly now since we went to this panel. And then we got the top gifts for every week, but it's also monthly now. So down out of here, just a little over to the right, is going to be our TNT farms. Oh. Close that door and get over here. Oh no, day 3000's coming to an end, chat. So over here is the tree farms. Let's turn this on for a second, because this is really cool. Close this, turn that off, press this button, and then we got both tree farms. This is designed by Ray's-Works. It's his most recent one. He had like 4 versions of this. And it just gets you wood. And then we'll turn it back off. World Tour, day 3000, correct, chat. All right, well, let's let this finish. We can't leave this area if it's TNT. All right, let's get some sleep, because this is not in good conditions for a world tour. Yeah. Yeah, 3000's a long time to last. Well, for me. Over here is our concrete farm, or a concrete converter. So you stand up top and you load it up with concrete, and then you, in those chests, then you get under here and hold right click, and it sends you more concrete, and it goes down and blows it all up and puts it in this chest, so it turns powdered into solid concrete. Oh, sheep. Yeet. But that's everything on the main island. We got a whole nether system though. Let's go see this. Let's go see what we got in the nether. Now I can't make a map of the nether system, sadly. And our tunnels are a little, or our nether portals are a little not linked properly right now because of all the chunk loaders that we have, like I said. So we just come out in a random portal, and then we need to make our way upstairs. Upstairs. This is the tunnel left over from our very first, we had to bring a nitwit from our very first village we found, and then that got named Zopa in the tower. So these are our nether tunnels. This is gonna be the final design, but so far we're still in the process of building it. We just gotta get the wood in everywhere. We haven't started the blue yet, but we've started the red. But let's start with going to the most south point, and we will just work our way north, and I'll show you guys everything. This is the portal back to the base. Actually, we'll just go here. This is gonna be our portal to the end. I think. Yeah. Let's double check. There's nothing in the end room that we've built. And yeah, it's very, oh, there goes our boat. We have nothing in the end either, no farms. It's a bog standard end. There's nothing to show in there. Okay, got my boat back. I wish I had an I don't even have an Enderman farm. I have nothing there. So we're moving on. I do have a cool plan for that room, and it's gonna happen when the tunnels get done. But it is what it is right now. This is just the current state of where everything's gonna be. See, these guys won't be able to spawn in the future once we have the walls cleaned up. So this portal, I believe, is the right portal to go to first. Yep, portals aren't synced properly. But up here is our Bad Omen farm. So this used to be a pillager outpost, and now we can come up here and pillagers will spawn beneath us and make their way up to the top, and we can kill all of them and get our Bad Omen. And once we got Bad Omen, we go back through this portal, which is where you're supposed to come through, but they're not linked properly. You come through here. And then, once you got Bad Omen, you come into this portal. And this portal will take you to the bottom of the raid farm. Now we don't have a way out of here to keep things safe so things can't come in. But when the raid starts, you go up here, you extend this out, you kill one of them manually and open it up again, and then they'll die from fall damage and you'll get Hero of the Village. This is where we get all of our totems from. We got a whole bunch in here, also a saddle farm. We have no need for this many totems. We've only popped 5 so far, I think. But this was one of the very first farms we built. Probably like 3rd or 4th farm we built. Bad Omen, then Raid Farm right afterwards. It was very early game because we are big promoters of the totem here. So, but that's everything south of the main portal. There's only a little bit of stuff. Going north of the main portal is where we find a lot of things. So, right here, right here on our left is our spawn chunks. So in these spawn chunks, we lived here for probably the first week of stream. We lived in this village. But since then, we only lived in the village long enough for us to build this iron farm. This is a farm by Logical Geek Boy, and we only built half of it. But this was built within the first like 4 streams in the world. And then it gets us all the iron we could ever need. Oh yeah, we passed up Nether Cow. We'll show them. So it saves us a bunch of poppies, turns the rest into a lot of bone meal, and then gives us iron. But the thing is, it fills from both sides, so it has equal amounts of iron on both sides as long as we empty them together. Usually we empty them after like 1 or 2 columns get full. I've never even seen it make it to the 4th column. So this is a amazing farm. We empty it all the time and use it. But yeah, we had this very, very early game crop farm that we've planted and never returned to. A villager breeder, and over here is all of our spare villagers in case those ones die or when we want to expand it. We can just bring these homies back into the breeder. There's 3 of them. 3 of them. Hey, look at Donkey. But that's it here. We do have plans for a project in the spawn chunks one day to make it look nicer. Maybe expand the iron farm, but we're not there yet. This is Nether Cow. He's been trapped in here for a long time, and he'll be trapped in there for eternity. And this is Nether Pig. He has the chance to go home, but he refuses. We don't want him. He's just here. Carrots would be good for golden carrots. We buy golden carrots from our villager trading hall. We get everything from there. All right, so then the next turn that we're gonna take is actually like the biggest tunnel, or the most important tunnel that we have. I don't know how far away it is. There it is. So first thing we're gonna come up on, you're another cow stand. First thing we're gonna come up on is our bartering farm. Gonna see some light, and then it's right here. So this is where we get all of our bartering done. We got 6 barter boys, and this is where we get put in the gold. We can put in a ton for them. Then down the stairs, there's a little AFK box, so you stand here and it closes the door and you're safe. But we get all these items, and we have excess of the important ones stored here. We just emptied like all of this earlier today, but we got a ton of all of this. We need to do some emptying, and then this is just the overflow of non-stackable stuff. But this was like our first build that we finished completely in the world and made it look very pretty. And this portal literally goes nowhere. It's just there to have a portal. So the next place down here, and then we got the lava pools. Look at these lava pools. Look at them. We did a lot of swimming to make this happen. Where'd my boat go? What? Then this is the next tunnel that has like a bunch of things in it. So right here is our gold farm. So this is where we get the gold from for the what do you call it? Barter farm. And we use them gold for beacons and stuff. But this is a NEM bomb design. It does like something like 90,000 items an hour. It's ridiculously fast. You can see it just pouring them down here. And we use looting. Oh, that's insanely loud. These chests are left over from our slime farm, which I'll show you later. But come in here, do a lot of whacking, and then the stuff gets filtered down through this really complex dropper, cobweb, piston, ice maneuvering thing, and the nuggets go down into here. We also get a ton of piglin heads and ingots too. So there's a whole lot going on here. But over here, yeah, I found it, is our ghast farm. So this is also a NEM bomb design, but I found it in a Exuma video. I don't have the whole thing finished yet. We want to build it to the sky limit. But up at the very top is just an AFK box, and when we AFK up here, usually while we're on a break or something, ghasts can spawn in the portals, and they're the only thing that'll spawn in the world. So they spawn fairly frequently and go straight through the portal on the other side. And on the other side is where we can get the gunpowder. So they come through these two portals because it's so large. I must have did something wrong. It won't work with one portal. We had to have two. And then the stuff comes into here. So we've probably got this empty to, yeah, there's no gunpowder. We've stolen all of it. But it gets a lot of drops, a lot of quickly. And there's a lot of remnants of bad portals trying to get everything synced up. It was a pain in the butt. So we finally settled on just doing two portals right next to each other. And it worked out great. So let's get back. All right, so then back down here. The only thing further down this tunnel is the ghast farm down this direction, but we haven't broken bedrock yet, so there's nothing you can see down there. It's just a dead end. And then the last part of the tunnel is the piece de resistance. Did I say that right? To the right, to our northmost tunnel, is the slime farm. And also this is where we go to fly north past like 10,000 and where we get the 117 generated chunks. Let's get the boat out of the portal. Yeah. Whoop. So when we come in here, we got an 8 chunk slime farm. So this is 2 chunks wide, 4 chunks deep. And we've got the whole area turned pink for the map. This is the farm and this is the 2 maps it takes up. All completely pink. But you'll notice all the armor stands is actually members of the chat. All of them are picked a head, picked a stance, chose where to stay. Some of them are hanging from the ceiling. Some of them are jumping off with TNT. A lot of them are having a meal. Oh, these look funky. Oh, these didn't look funky before. But a lot of them are having a nice meal. One of them might be being eaten. We're not going to talk about that. But you can see from my throne that we got up here, you can just watch them all get yeeted. So you can watch them all just jump and then get burnt to death. But we got a waterfall of slime that we can watch. Look at this. Just tons of slime balls, all individually named. So if we look at this, we got names by the chat. Oof, ham. I'm letting you name more slimes. All these are named by the chat. Sopa's missing out. Slimy balls first. You know, the actual rates of this farm are insane. This is the output of all those hoppers all at once right now. So while we're just standing here, this is how many slime balls we're getting like per second. It's like actually insane how quickly they come through. We had to split it out into 10 different droppers because it would come through too quickly. And yeah, obviously I am a pink slime, so this farm had literally a month of work in it to make sure it was perfect in every way. So that's it. Oh, you can see the lights back there of how much slime we have. That's all completely full halfway. The light in the middle of the thing above my head. But that is everything we've built in the world so far, project-wise. We've yeeted a lot of stuff, like just done a lot of exploring, especially since 1.17 came out. But otherwise, this is it. This is it. We have made a lot of progress in 3,000 days, 3,001 now. And we will hopefully see you at 4,000 for a new world tour. Hope to be there. Peace out.